Hello and welcome back to part 2 of my insane game type tutorial. Now I just showed you the very basics, how to get it so that you meet the minimum requirement, which is the ball object here, and how to make scoring stands for a 1 point and a 3 point scoring stand. Make sure you've seen part 1, click the radar if you haven't, and you can see how I set those up. I'm going to go ahead and show you some more things you can do with the map to make it more exciting, more, entertaining in that sense, and some tricks that you can do. First off, those exploding skulls that I have in my game, how do I do those? Well, first off, grab one of these flag stands. Now, I always make the area go away just because the area is not required for this to work. The only thing that's required is a look. So it could really be anything. Oh, come on, you. A little bit more. There we go. Because I'm actually not even going to be using this object for the fireworks. The fireworks is actually going to be produced by another object. But this just makes it look like, because it has that little hole in the top, it kind of looks like it's firing out of there. What we'll be really using for it is a hill marker. Now, the hill marker works by the arrow. So whatever the arrow is pointing at, that's where the center of this firework system is going to work. The area around it is not required, and the way it's facing is not required. The only thing that matters is that this arrow is pointing at what you want to shoot your objects, because it will be starting at the bottom of that arrow. The next thing is you want to tell it what team it's going to be for. So the red team. And the reason why is you want to make sure that these skulls fire for the right team for getting the right points. Now, if you set it for 0, it should fire for all scores, doesn't matter, 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, whatever. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them point specific. So this one's 1 point. Also, I need to make sure that this is the goal noise maker, because that's what's going to be making the noise. And this one, I'm going to do pretty much the same exact setup, but instead of doing 1 point, I'm going to do 3 points for this one. Over here, there we go, and over there. Once again, you want to make sure that this is the goal noise maker. I'm going to make this one 3 points, and I'm going to put it as a red team. So there we got goal for 1 point, goal for 3 points, and depending on which one you make it into, depends on which ones fire. I'm also going to show you a couple other cool tricks. One, you don't need to make it a golf tee if you don't want it to be that. You can make it any object, really. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and go into, not scenery, structures here. And let's go under doors and walls and the short tunnel. Why not? We'll make this one of the other point systems. I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to make it red team just so people can see it's the red team. But it's also going to actually have the shape on it as well. So let's get this shape. There you are. I'm like, where are you? You're so small. Alright, top. Go up here, width over there, and the depth there. That way when you enter here, it'll give you the point. It's already set up for the red team. That's why it has the red look to it. And this one is going to be the maximum amount of points, which, if memory serves right, it's 9. Then we're going to make this one the goal as well. So there's a couple different goal systems you can do. You can make anything a goal. Anything with an area is technically a goal. You can make a mongoose a goal. You can make let me think, a health pack a goal if you wanted to. Anything that you could put an area around. Actually, let me think. Can you even put an area around a health pack? Yeah, put one around here. Yeah, you can put an area around a health pack. So yes, a health pack can be a goal if you really wanted a health pack to be a goal. Oops, actually that looked really cool. I'm just going to keep that because it looks cool. Anyways, So, you know, there's a lot of things you can do for the goal itself. But what about for the object? Does it always have to be a golf ball? Well, no. As you saw in my game type, I had a pistols and plasma repeaters and all that stuff as the items that you actually bring in, the Easter eggs. Now, let's go ahead and put a Covenant weapon in here. What should we do? Spiker, why not? And it doesn't need an area or a team or anything like that, but what it does need to be is the ski ball object. It has to have that in there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put this right, let's see. I'm going to go up here and shoot some golf balls. So let me just put that right there. Now, that acts just like the golf ball does, but the golf ball still shows up. So if you're making a map, you want to make sure that this golf ball isn't in play. Like, let's say you only want to use weapons or you only want to use buildings or whatever. Put this golf ball way away, somewhere where nobody will ever see it. Now, another trick that there is, where is my safe zone? There you are. So, if you guys saw part 1, you saw the ball kind of roll off and disappear. That's because it left this safe zone. So you can actually put obstacles, invisible obstacles, in the way, or you can just make it so that golf balls don't fall in the ocean and stay in the ocean, because the ball itself will never respawn unless it gets caught in a goal or disappears because of a safe zone or kill zone. But you can put things like under... Why am I having... Up, there you are. It's like I'm trying to remember where the kill zone was. I'm going to put it as a soft kill zone, that way I don't die. And I'm going to put it around this rock. And I'll show you what happens when I walk up to that rock. Actually, I'll show you even a cool glitch that happens too while I'm at it. Energy sword, and make you a ski ball object. Alright. So there we got some ski ball objects. I'm going to bring it into that point right there. What other tricks can I show ya? Oh yeah, here's kind of a interesting glitch. If you have 18 objects in the game, I'll go ahead and speed it through so I have 18 objects to show you. Actually, you know what? No. Scratch that. I will go ahead and put that into part 2 or part 3. If you guys wish to watch the 18 object glitch, join me in part 3, just because that's going to take quite a bit to set up. But here we've got all those points, the safe zones to make them go away, and multiple different kinds of objects. Let's go ahead and test it and see what this looks like. Alright, let's see what we accomplished in part 2 so far. So we got some custom ski ball objects in there instead of the golf ball, and we got the point system working. Now, as you can see, there's 1 point, 9 points, and 3 points. Now, the reason why it won't go above 9 points is it only does single digits, so 9's the highest you can do. Now, as you can see, there's the 2 custom objects we put there, but the golf ball isn't. And I did say that the golf ball was going to show up. Well, it is, and I'll show you right here why that is. Now, I'm going to go and pick up this object and show you, for one, let me grab the sniper rifle here. I'm going to show you how the 1-pointer score works. Now, remember that this one should shoot off at 1 point, and this should shoot off at 3 points. Now, this one's the 1-pointer, so I'm going to go ahead and back up into it with the ski ball object. Hopefully I'll make it. And look over here so you can see. So there you go. The 1-pointer scored, and it only fired off on this side, and it didn't fire off on the 3-pointer side. Same thing's going to go with the 3-pointer. It'll only fire off on the 3-point side. Let me make it back up there. But as you see, this golf ball showed up, and it's really finicky. Sometimes it'll show up when you used both these objects. Sometimes it'll show up when you've only scored one of the objects, but it will show up randomly. So do make sure that you have it somewhere else on your map, or you can do a trick where you put a soft kill zone around there. Now, what will a soft kill zone do with that? Well, one, it's a very funny glitch, and two, it will make it from spawning. And the reason why is this has a soft kill zone around it, just like the area has a soft safe area around it. And when you enter these, or you leave a soft safe area, or even a safe area in beginning, the object will disappear. So once I walk up to this, that'll disappear. And because I had 2 skee ball objects, I now have no weapon in my hand. When people look at me, they'll see my hands flying off in a single direction, and when I rotate around, my arms will keep pointing in that direction. It's kind of funny. But that's how that glitch happens. And it'll also work for normal skee ball objects. If they enter the soft kill zone or whatever, that will disappear too. But if you put the golf ball in a soft kill zone like that, like just around it, it will prevent it from spawning most of the time. Sometimes it sneaks its way in, don't know why. Now this will end the game. If I go in there, it'll give me 3 points each, but the game is a winning score at 5 points. This one will give me 9 points, so I'll have a total of 18, 19 points. But I'll go ahead and go in this one and try and see if I can see the skulls going off for the 3-pointer. It's pretty far away, it probably won't spawn. Did I walk past it again? Yes, I did. Oh, I saw 1 skull pop off before the game ended. But that's one way you can make it so that it appears on a specific score. If you want it to appear on any score, you just make it 0, and it'll fire off the skulls no matter what points you get, as long as it's for that team. So those are some tricks that you can do to increase your game, make it more exciting, have some variety to it. If you wish to see even more tricks, go ahead and join me in part 3, and I'll show you some cool tricks you can do with the goal instead of just the scoring objects. So I'll see you then. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the film. As always, subscribe above, comment below, and like, and go on my main channel to watch all of my other awesome videos. I shall see you all later. This is MrYourWilly signing off. Adios.